So you have a couple daughters, right?
Yeah.
How old are they? Are they really, really young, or?
5 and 7, yeah.
Oh, cool. Because my granddaughters could use some playmates. They're kind of geeky, you know. I was wondering if I could pay you to bring them over.
Yeah, man. They're somewhere up in the in your area we're in.
I'm kidding.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's funny. I wish you lived here in Chicago. I'd love to have the opportunity to sit down and play sometime. Just kind of kick back, have a beer. You're always welcome here in Chicago in our studio. If you find yourself here, feel free to call us and join us here
for a couple of beers.
For a couple of beers and kick back and relax. We got a fully loaded studio, all the gear you need.
I know.
And there was one more thing I needed to ask you.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah. What kind of bass are you using now, and what type of pickups are you using on it?
I have used the same bass since I was about 16 years old, and it's a Fender Precision bass. It's a late 50s, and I actually took the original pickups out because when I was playing with Vince Neil and with Rat, I used, traditionally would drink like a fish on stage and spill beer and everything all over my, short the pickups out. So I took them out in the 90s, and I still have them. They're in the box. But I have Seymour Duncan Antiquity 1 pickups in them.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, but that bass has been on every record I've ever recorded. So,
very cool.
That's the same bass, Fender Precision bass, black, and now it has a silver pick, a chrome pickguard like a la Phil Lynott and Steve Harris.
There you go.
Yeah.
Because I have a Precision bass here.
Yeah.
And I was going to swap the pickups out. I'm going to have to try your set out. I'm going to try. I'm going to give it.
Yeah, it depends on what you're looking for. The Antiquity 1 has the 50s, tone to it, and the Antiquity 2s are more of like the 60s deal.
Gotcha.
I opted for the 50s because I like the punch and the growl. I'm a maple neck guy, so I like that Steve Harris kind of like, growl, Geddy Lee.
Definitely. I like the maple neck myself. The ultimate guitar that I'd like to own would be a Fender Strat, a fat Strat with the maple neck and the ash body.
Yeah.
Nice, beautiful instrument. I played on one when I was in 8th grade,
right.
And of course it belonged to some kid that was very rich, so I didn't get to keep it.
Isn't that usually what happens, man? I was broke as a joke when I was a kid, and some of these rich kids had some of the best gear, but just couldn't play a lick, and I was like, damn.
No kidding. That's how it goes, too.
Yeah. Well, the kid was getting very upset because I was scratching his pick guard.
You should have told him, hence the term pick guard, buddy.
Yeah, exactly.
It has screws and it can be replaced.
Yeah, that just made me tear it up just a little more,
That's awesome. We should put your cigarette out on it.
I think I did. I was pretty drunk that night.
That's awesome. Yeah, man, that's my setup, and I just use old Ampeg heads, a 70 and a 71, and a couple of 810 cabinets. I'm pretty basic, Rotosound strings, pretty old school.
Gotcha.
Pretty typical story.
Yeah, I blow straight through my Marshall amp. I use the Marshall distortion on it, and I use either my Jacksons or my Gibsons through it, and it sounds great. I don't see a need for all the rest of the stuff,
I'm with you on that. I mean, you either are or you are not. The guys like Mick Mars and Hendrix and guys like that, they didn't act too foolish and all that craziness. I mean, they did some stuff for effect and stuff, but hey, man, straight into a Marshall, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You got it. Marshall makes everything sound pretty.
They're classic. It's a classic sound. You just can't get any other way. And the Ampegs, I gotta agree with you with that. The Ampegs are just phenomenal for bass, dude. They're just so punchy, man. It's great stuff.
It's that old school, it's that tube growl. I mean, most people don't comprehend it. Steve Stevens from Billy Idol used to always tell me this. He'd be like, listen to the tubes as they heat up from the beginning of the night to the end of the night. They're nice and, punchy in the beginning of the night, and the end of the night they're just growling and starting to distort.
Oh, yeah, because they're nice and hot.
It's really true, man. It really just the coloring of the amp, it kind of breathes and lives with you, It's awesome.
Yeah, it's a living thing.
It is, believe it. I treat it like it is. I treat all my amps like they are.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I kind of spoil those little bastards. But, yeah, no, they're worth it.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I take mine apart every once in a while, clean them with a toothbrush and, pamper them, you know, the whole 9 yards, you know.
Yeah, I'm quite particular, but yeah, no, I'm with you on that. Just make sure that if you take care of them, they take care of you. As, you know, everyone's father always told them.
You bet. Have you, there was one other thing I wanted to ask you. I'm probably going to remember a million questions.
Sure, sure.
You know, I'm going to keep you here until you can't breathe anymore. I had one other question for you. Have you ever had the opportunity to work with Alice Cooper?
Yeah, in a few odd placings. Let me see here. I toured with them in 2001 with Rat. We opened for Dio in Cooper in Europe, and got to meet Alice and the whole crew back then. Different band, Eric Dover and Ryan Roxy and Eric Singer and Greg Smith is one of my best friends. Ted Nugent's bass player were the band, and Teddy Adriatis from Guns N' Roses on keyboard. But I get to meet them there. There were a few changes after Greg Smith left the band. Ryan Roxy and I became pretty close friends, and Ryan brought me in for an audition for Cooper, although I was in Rat. And they had already hired Chuck Garrick, who's their current bass player. And for some reason, they just, I don't know why, I'm good friends with Chuck. I was like, Chuck's got the gig, let him have the gig. I mean, why am I going down? But they asked me just to come down and play anyways, to put me on their short list just in case something happened. So I was able to play 3 or 4 songs with Alice, yeah.
Very
Sweet.
cool.
Yeah,
Very
cool. And mates, and I was just kind of like, wow. Anyway, he's an amazing person, and
He really
a good
is.
guy, and just, you know, one of our idols, you know.
Yeah.
And so yes, I did get to play 3 or 4 songs with him.
Yeah, he almost got ran over in the carport over here at the Star Plaza in Indiana when we met him. Some old man was all pissed off that was in the carport, and we were standing there talking to him in front of the bus. And he just revved up his engine, started blowing his horn, started swearing at him, and calling him all kinds of groovy names.
Alex, some guy did?
Yeah, some old dude, man. Older than me, dude. You know, he had to been in like
that
70.
That would have been as good as hitting John Gotti's kid. I mean, the rock community would have probably went after that guy.
Yeah, no kidding.
I mean, that's like the Godfathers of metal. So it's like, dude, what are you doing with Alice Cooper?
Yeah.
Right.
Right, I hear that.
It was
Not to mention, Alice is just an awesome guy, you know, and just, dude, he's beloved by all.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. Well, the guy didn't know who he was, and, you know.
Just a bunch of long-haired freaks out in the parking lot.
Yeah, you're just a bunch of drunks standing there as far as this guy was concerned, you know, blocking the road.
Right. He's like, I'll take the old guy. He won't go as fast.
Right.
That's terrible. That's terrible. Yeah, no, that's not good.
That's funny, though.
Oh, man, that's great. Yeah, no, so yeah, Cooper's great. And Kerry, you know, I'm so happy for Kerry that he was able to get that gig. I mean, Kerry's one of those players that's been around for a while and that definitely, you know, had the ability. And it's great to see him in a situation for both of them, for Alice as well, because he brings a lot to the table for Alice. And it's just great to see him in a good situation.
Yeah, that's definitely great.
Yeah.
You know, I've known of Kerry for years, you know, and
oh, really? Yeah.
you know, and it was great to see that he got a break like that and took off and, you know, really started working with the guys. It was really.
He's a smart guy and a great musician and and has a good head for that kind of stuff and has prepared himself so that when he is in those types of situations, he is, you know, available and ready to go and up to par. And it's good. It's a good thing.
Good thing. Good thing.
Absolutely.
Alrighty, I'm going to wrap this up and let you get on with your day.
Thank you, brother, very much. Thank you for the call, and anytime, I'm always around. And God bless rock and roll, and God bless Ronnie Dio.
Rock on. Is there anything you'd like to say to the fans in our chat room right now?
Thank you for the support and for being, you know, a part of my life. It's definitely a part of my life, and you know, I appreciate you coming out, especially in the snow as they did on this last little run. And you know, I hope to see you at another show.
Okay.
Rock on.
Rock on, dude.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome to give a shout out anytime you've got anything going on. Just pick up the phone, call us. We'll be more than happy to support you and carry on.
Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. And have an awesome day.
Okay,
You too, man.
Bye,
Rock
baby.
on.
Bye-bye.
Peace out. Well, there you go. Robbie Crane. Great guy. It doesn't get better than that. It get better than that. That was very nice of him to join us here and give his life story to us. Very cool. Very cool guy. These guys are very cool. I'm really happy to be talking with them and spending time with them on the phone. I know it's a brief moment in life, but there you go. Rock on. Hey.